What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Dudes Who Bet Daily. We're back for a massive Saturday. There's already so much going on over in Dubai. Gulfstream's got their card kicking off, so this is going to be a wild, wild day. Real quick, before I forget it, Shadi mentioned, wish we could be live for the World Cup to cheer on Senior Buscador. We will stay on the air for the Dubai World Cup on this show, so we will be live for that race, and we'll cheer on Buscador and whoever else you guys are betting out there today. All right, it's been a wild day. Let's get to it, though. Let's get it going with college basketball. We're going to start out with Papa Dude. We've got Elite Eight games. 2 Final Four teams will punch their tickets. We're going to start with Illinois, UConn, Papa Dude. -8.5 for UConn. Total at 154.5. Who you got?
I'm still down from last night.
Yeah.
That was a downer. When the Houston player got hurt, their best player, was it. Because that Duke team played, typical Duke last night. Have you seen them be this physical? I haven't. They were physical last night. Played great, and then when Shed went down, Houston just didn't have enough. So I'm really down today. UConn has not had a battle yet. They're going to have one sooner or later. You can't get through this gauntlet without having a tough game. I think this is the one today. I think Illinois is going to give them some struggles. They are really good. They're playing well. I like Illinois +8.5 in this one.
All right, you're going to take, at least on the points, you're going to take the underdog here with Illinois +8.5. Magic, what do you like here?
Illinois team total under 73.5 right now. UConn has held opponents in their last 20 games to 62 points per game. We've already seen them hold Gonzaga, Kansas, Marquette, Creighton to under 70 points. I think that they've got the edge, at least in terms of shutting down Illinois' offense. So I'll take Illinois team total under 73.5.
All right, under 73.5 for Illinois here. I'm taking UConn. They've just been so much better than everybody else this season in the tournament even. So I'll take UConn here to cover. Great game from Illinois last game to beat Iowa State, but I think it ends. I just think UConn too darn good. So give me the Huskies here. All right, let's go Clemson, Alabama. Another, ACC team here. 3 ACC teams in the Elite Eight. The one I picked to win the national championship is not, so that's great. But anyway, Alabama 3.5-point favorite here. Total sits 164.5. Who you got, Papa Dude?
Yeah, and isn't it ironic that of the 4 teams from the ACC, the one that you thought, and most of us would have thought, if we had to just pick one, we would have picked North Carolina, and they're not in there. Mm-hmm. And I don't think we would have put Clemson in the Elite Eight, or Elite Eight, and I don't think we would have put Alabama in there either.
No.
I don't think we would have put either one of them. So this is a tough game to pick. Clemson has been impressive. They've dominated Arizona, and then Alabama was so good against North Carolina. Can they duplicate that today? I don't know. This is a real toss-up game to me. I'm staying completely away with it because it's 2 football schools in the Elite Eight. You don't see that very often at each other. So this is a tough one. I'm kind of leaning towards Clemson plus the 3.5. I don't know if Alabama can duplicate what they did the other night against North Carolina. So I'm going to go with Clemson, but I'm not betting it for sure.
All right, I am going to kick it to Magic. Who do you like here, Magic?
Were we all on Clemson 2 games ago? Were we all on Clemson? I remember I was.
Yep.
I was against Arizona.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, the last game against Arizona. Well, it's not going to happen today. I'm going to go Alabama here. I think Clemson's riding high after that. I think Alabama proved themselves against North Carolina. So I'm going to roll tide here for this one. But I also agree with Papa Dude. Don't bet it.
Yep.
I think Clemson as well. I don't think Clemson, or I should say I agree with Papa Dude. I think Clemson wins this game. I don't know where that game came from Alabama. It was incredible. They played a great game. I thought UNC was still going to beat them, even though Alabama played so good. I don't think Alabama will shoot like that again. So I'm going to go Clemson in this spot. I think they're the team to beat in this one. I think they will cover, and I think they will win outright. All right, guys, let's get to it. It's racing time, and it's going to be a lot of racing from here forward. Let's get to the Florida Derby first. We're going to kick it off with race 14 at Gulfstream. It is the Florida Derby. 2 races have already been run at Gulfstream, actually, and I'm glad I skipped both of them for the bankroll articles because I did not hit either one of what I thought would happen there. But Magic, let's talk about the Florida Derby. I don't know. It's not the greatest field you've ever seen, but it might be okay. Who do you like in the Florida Derby?
Listen, all it's going to take is one horse to win impressively, the horse that we both like to win, and maybe Papa Dude as well. If he wins impressively, suddenly we're like, damn, the Florida Derby gave us Conquest Warrior. The Conquest Warrior is going to prove himself today. I'm mad at myself for not pushing harder to draft him. He was on our list for the Fantasy League to take at the bottom because El Capi freaked and you took him in the first round. I don't mean to bring that up. I know it's a sore subject for you, but
yeah, thanks.
He absolutely dominated. And then Shug's second out is when you want to play a horse anyways. And we saw him overcome the trip of a disaster, 2 back to break the maiden, beat Antiquarian, who broke his maiden next out and then went off to the Kentucky Derby Trail. And then Conquest Warrior last out beats the hell out of Merit. Boy, I've just named 3 of your fantasy horses there. Yeah, how do you feel about that? Conquest Warrior, Shug said, the reason he went to that allowance race instead of going to the Fountain of Youth or something like that is because he wanted to show that he wanted to prove that this horse could do the distance. He said, if the Florida Derby is my goal, I need to test him at 1 1/8 miles. He passed that test with flying colors. So Conquest Warrior gets the job done.
All right, you're going to go Conquest Warrior. Papa Dude, where are you leaning on this one?
Oh, boy. Magic always changes my mind. It's this logic of his.
Yeah. Don't say that out loud too often, please.
Well, I didn't give Conquest Warrior even a look until you told me all of this. Okay? I ain't going with him. Sorry. I'm going to go with Fierceness. I'm going to give him one more shot today. Got bumped, had a bad start in the Holy Bull. I think he comes back a little bit today. Hadn't ran since the 3rd of February. Gotten bigger, stronger. I'm going to give him one more shot in this one. The winner of the Holy Bull, Hades, I think, has got a good chance too. The horse is undefeated, hadn't done anything wrong. Maybe getting overlooked a little bit. So I'm going to go 10-9 in this one. I'm going Fierceness one more time.
All right. And I think that's a lot of people are going to try that. All right. A lot of people are going to go, okay, we're going to go Fierceness one more time. We're going to give him one more shot. Here's the deal. And this is what I can tell you without any debate. If he runs his best race, you will win this race, Papa Dude. I guarantee it. And I think a lot of times people will look at a race and go, well, this, that, and the other, it could happen. It might happen. Here are 2 races on this horse's past performances, meaning his maiden special weight win and his Breeders' Cup Juvenile win, that are faster than anything else in the race. And just go with it. And I get it. And I couldn't do it. I just could not find a valid excuse last time out for him. So that was kind of the problem. So end of the day, though, I respect anybody that's trying to take Fierceness again. I see why it makes sense. I'm on Magic's side. I'm going to take number 9, Conquest Warrior. That being said, if Fierceness runs his best race, I know I'm not winning it. However, if Fierceness kind of doesn't, I think Conquest Warrior, and maybe I'm going to look really foolish for saying this, I think Conquest Warrior is much better than the other horses minus Fierceness in the race. I really, really believe that. I think if, no offense to Hades, but if he wins, it means I've very, very much overrated Conquest Warrior. I just think Conquest Warrior can beat Hades. And Hades is a nice Florida bred, really nice. And hey, if he wins, it's a great story. It's not like I'm rooting against him. I just feel like Conquest Warrior is better. So I took Conquest Warrior on top. And, with Fierceness, I'm not going to be shocked if he runs really well. I'm also not going to be shocked if it's just like, he's just not the same. He just wasn't. He freaked a couple times, and he's just not that good. Again, I just had a tough time watching those replays back of the Holy Bull. It's like, well, where is his excuse? If he's a good horse, he wins that race pretty easily. Maybe he bounced back today, but I like Conquest Warrior. I think he's progressing in the right direction. All right, let's go to Oaklawn now for the Arkansas Derby. A totally different situation here. Magic, We've got the favorite who can't earn Kentucky Derby points for Bob Baffert and Muth, who's come in here, Bob Baffert, that is, and won these races like the Rebel and Arkansas Derby for years. Is it going to be more Bob Baffert today, or are we going to get somebody else at Oaklawn?
I think it's going to be Muth. Yeah, I really think it's Muth's race to lose. The way he possibly gets beat is if someone goes off to an early, easy lead and is able to go gate to wire. I don't think that Time for Truth is really that much faster than him. And if he is early, fast enough, Muth can sit right outside of him. You love to see that Juan Hernandez came with the horse to ride over here. So the only jock that's ever been on him in the nighttime. I thought that the San Vicente was a nice return for him. It was like, okay, we saw him. He was all of our lock right in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, and we saw what happened. Fierceness just took right off from him. So the San Vicente was a nice way to come back and say, okay, he's still in form. So I'm going to go with Muth here. If you want to play him in an exacta, I really think the 5 Liberal Arts rebounds with a really nice effort second off the layoff, and should appreciate the fast track after being in a super muddy Southwest last out.
All right. I'll talk last here, but I kind of agree with what you're saying there. All right, Papa Dude, who you got in this one?
Well, we discussed it on our show the other night. Baffert comes in and wins these a lot. Something I've noticed, when's the last time Steve Asmussen had a 20-1 and a 30-1 in the Arkansas Derby?
I know it. Yeah.
That is really weird. Just don't see that very often. He just doesn't have anything in this, and usually he does. So that's an upset there. It's hard to argue against Baffert in these races. He comes in and wins at Oaklawn a lot. I wouldn't be worried about Time for Truth getting the lead. That horse is not good enough to hold him off. I don't think he'll go to the lead. I think, like Magic said, Muse will sit right there. I don't like Baffert. I hope he doesn't win. I don't want to root for him. So I'm going the 2, Timberlake. Come on, Brad Cox. Beat him. I think Timberlake's good enough to win, so I'm going to go with the 2.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire when we're going between Baffert and Cox a little bit for me, but I get it and I understand it. Look, I think Muth is the best horse in the race. I am a little worried that we haven't seen him in a while. I don't think Baffert sends this horse on a plane to Oaklawn, though, if he doesn't think he's ready to fire. Now, whether he does fire or not, hey, that when the gates open, nobody knows, including Bob Baffert, including Brad Cox, right? You run him and you see what happens. I think he's doing well or he wouldn't be here. And I think Muth's best race or Muth's close to best race is a little bit better than the rest of them. And I'm with you. I don't really want to sit here and root for Bob Baffert to win the Arkansas Derby, but as I've said many, many, many times on these shows, my job is not to root for horses. My job is to pick the horses that I think are going to win the races. You look at Muth and it's like, he's better. He's a better horse, I think, than the rest of these. So I'm going to put Muth on top here. I think this will be a nice prep for the Preakness for him. We'll see how it goes. Magic, you look like you want to say something.
No, I'm good. I'm listening to you.
Okay, well, it's time for you to talk now. Let's get to the best bets here, and then we'll get to our live coverage of the Dubai World Cup. So best bets here. Magic's going to go first. Tell us who you like.
Tampa Bay Downs, race 2, number 4, Paper Mansion. I feel like she's been on the show at least once, possibly twice. This filly has been mare now. I apologize. She's a mare now. Has been unstoppable since she got onto the turf course. She has won 5 straight races. The last 4 have been at Tampa. They've all been going 2 turns on the turf. She stretches out farther, going 1 mile and 3/8. She's lone speed on paper. She's the fastest horse in this field. She's the best horse in this field. No reason she shouldn't be able to go 1 mile and 3/8. I know that her Chilean sire, too, Brutus, was known for being a long stayer as well. So, all systems go for the 4 Paper Mansion in Tampa Bay Downs. She's 3-5 on the morning line. I'm sorry, I don't have a 20-1 lock to give you on this show. If you don't like it, tough noogies. I'm trying to give you winners, and I'm 2 for 2 doing it so far today. I have her as a double unit bet as well over on my best bets tip sheet. That's how much I love her.
All right, Paper Mansion. I like this horse as well. I think it's a good pick. This race coming up here pretty quick. So if you're listening to this, make sure to go over and bet Tampa right now. They are 0 minutes to post to race 1. And of course, as it's labeled there, Paper Mansion race 2 today at Tampa. All right, I'll get to mine now. Mine's running much later. Gulfstream Park Race 12, number 8, market segmentation. This is deja vu for me. I remember I was in Plattsburgh, actually, in Plattsburgh, New York, for the live show and for doing the betting Bibles last year. When we get to the 12th race, and it's okay, I really like market segmentation, I'm going to put most of my bankroll on market segmentation. She was able to get the job done. Fast forward, it's the same race as last year that she's trying to win again. I didn't put all the eggs in her basket, so to speak, today, because it is off of a little bit of a layoff, and that is a little troublesome. But other than that, I'm not too worried about it. I think she's a clear standout here. I think she'll win in similar fashion. So Gulfstream Park, race 12 today. Really like the number 8 market segmentation. Happy to see her back. And like I said, felt like it just kind of going back in time to last year when we were in the same spot, relying on this horse to get the job done. Unfortunately, we don't have Forte and Mage in the Florida Derby, but we do have a Florida Derby at least today. All right.
Can I save myself? Kevin's mad because it's a 3 to 5. You're watching live, Kevin. So you got 10 minutes to go set the other best bet. 8 horse, Gulfstream Park, race 3. He's even money right now, right at the morning line. He'll probably be 3 to 5, 4 to 5 when he breaks, but at least the even money favorite right now in race 3. So go bet him if you don't like the 3 to 5.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. I like that. Nice setup. Or just leave. I'm just kidding. Please don't leave. We need the viewership. Okay, let's go to Papa Dude's best bet today.
I'm going to WonderCon with my kid.
I wouldn't tell just any viewer, hey, just leave, but Kevin B can take it. So
He said he was making fun of someone else.
We all know what he was doing. All right, let's go to Papa Dude's best bet today. He's going to go to the ice. Let us know who you like here.
Well, I mean, I love the way Magic bets too. He's betting the horse he thinks is going to win. It's what you're supposed to do, isn't it?
It's better to win $10 than lose $100.
That's exactly what I told Aaron yesterday when he said you connected with $10. And I said it's better to win $10 than lose $100, like Aaron and I did.
That's right. Yeah.
Maybe I start betting these minus 500 NBA games, win $10. Maybe that's what I would start doing.
Like it's the quickest 10% like return on your profit or on your investment that you'll ever get.
Yeah. So anyway, because I'm not cashing these plus 140s and plus 150s. So anyway, the Rangers are arguably the best team in hockey. They're in Arizona tonight, and funky things do happen in that building they play in. And the Arizona scored 8 the other night against one of the hottest teams in the league, which is Nashville. But Nashville ain't the Rangers. I mean, they're playing really well. Mm-hmm. Minus 105, plus 140. Rangers against Arizona. You got to take it, don't you? You got to take a shot at it. I mean, I think they win 5-2. 4-1, I'll be surprised if it doesn't cash. I just think this is a solid bet. Plus 140, win by 2, New York over Arizona. I think it's a solid bet. So I'm going to Rangers minus 1.5 plus 140 against the Coyotes tonight.
Yeah, no, I like the bet as well. I told you, I thought it made sense. Look, I think with the Rangers tonight, it's just a matter of being focused and being ready to play. If you come out, if the Rangers play a solid game tonight, they don't have to play their best, just a really good game. They should beat Arizona by 2 or more.
And they're in a battle to win the division.
I mean, every point is important. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so, they're trying to finish first in their division. So
yeah. And if you're going to finish first in the division, you can't go lose to Arizona. That's how it is. So
they need this one. And they're pretty consistent.
Yep. All right. Well,
we're talking ourselves into it.
No, I mean, I like it. I just, it is what it is. I mean, it's a logical bet, and sometimes those come in, and sometimes they don't.
Logical doesn't play very well.
Well, speaking of that, let's go to our best bets today. Gulfstream Park Race 12, number 8 market segmentation for me. Magic's going to go Tampa Bay, race 2, number. If I need to put the number in there, that is number 4, Paper Mansion, and everybody knows what that is. And then the Rangers minus a goal and a half at plus 140 for Papa Dude. 3-3 on the week, down $165. We're still up 613 for the year. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3. All right. let's go back to what we were talking about earlier. Let's go and let's cover, guys. What we'll do, Magic, you mentioned Set. She's running in 6 minutes. So we'll cover that race at Gulfstream. And then we'll also cover, obviously, Dubai World Cup in 11 minutes. So we'll kind of do a little bit of that. I don't know. Do you want to take the lead here, Magic?
Oh, I'm watching the Dubai track feed that they've got, and right now they're doing an interview with Joe Peacock and Todd Fincher. So it was just fun to watch them.
Yeah,
I have no idea what they're saying. Probably the Senior Buscador is a cool horse, and it's been a lot of fun. We have the dam in the family, blah blah blah. But well, that was cool. Anyways, do you want to talk about Set's race? Yeah, he is back still at even money. He was 4-5 for a minute there, but this is a horse's debut was just so damn good over this exact course and distance. He also had to break from the rail. Not an easy thing for first-timers to do, and going 2 turns. So very impressive effort. The horse that was second in that race, Typhoon Fury, was a 5-2 favorite in the opener today. Didn't get a great trip, so it didn't look as good when coming back. You would love to see him win, but he also just had a bad trip from where he was at. I don't know, Aaron, what things have I missed talking about Set? I mean, it was just very, very impressive, and with his trainer and with his connections, you'd expect him to take a step forward here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those horses that seems to be a very promising horse, a great debut, like you mentioned. And I didn't really care what the horses behind him came back and did, because you just look at this one and go, well, he won by so many lengths and it's on the turf. It's like kind of a race of his own, so to speak there. So, look, I mean, with these horses, when they jump up from maidens and try stakes or even tough allowance company, it's just, okay, are we for real? It is a class jump, right? There's no doubt about it. Like, if you look at what's happened with the one race, okay, if you run that race again, you're probably better than these horses, but can you do it against tougher horses? That's the question, and that's what they always have to answer at this spot. But this horse certainly looks like the type that can jump into a stakes and win.
The one concern I guess you could have, and maybe why he's only even money right now, is that he is not going to be lone speed on paper. He won that race gate to wire here from the rail, so he did everything right, kind of got things set up perfectly. I think the one for sure is going to go. It's a horse that's coming out of 3 straight sprints and showed a lot of speed in those sprints. Actually, pretty much won gate to wire on the synthetic course to break the maiden 2 back. Mm-hmm. So I think he's going to be breaking from the rail and go right forward for Jose Ortiz. This is Set able to even just set on the pressured pace or set just off and capitalize. We don't know, but I don't think, with, like you said, with as impressive as that win was, I don't know that it really matters that much against this group.
Yeah. Kevin B thinking the 4 Talk is kind of over bet here at 7-2. Might be right. The 5 Double Your Money was a horse that I kind of thought was a little scary here as well at 8-1. Seems to make a ton of sense. So,
Talk's taking that Mike Somich money. That's why he's
Somich
loves this horse.
Yeah, I know. Look, I mean, I don't blame anybody for trying to take a shot against. I did not, to be clear, but I don't blame anybody for trying to take a shot against the 8 here, because you know, sometimes when they move up, they don't really, have that kick. They're not running against those lesser horses where they can just dominate. And sometimes when they move up, they do the same thing because they're just really good. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I do want to mention Dubai here. Derma Sotagate, 7-2 favorite right now.
Woo! And he's not going to have Lemaire riding anymore, right? I don't know who's been. I don't have the audio on, so I don't know who replaced him. But yeah. Anyways, it was really bad. Catnip, I did see, was put down. Unfortunately, he broke down right before the wire of the Dubai turf.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. One of those two. So, yeah, Shane Murphy's going to ride. Okay. He's fine on dirt.
Papa dude, did you ever dream Senior Buscador would have a chance to pull off the Saudi Cup Dubai World Cup double? I mean, in your wildest dreams.
No.
Did you think you'd even be at the Dubai World Cup until recently?
No, this is a funky horse, and I don't think he's going to win today. So we'll see.
I kind of, not to be a downer, but I picked him because I'm rooting for him, and I don't really handicap these races. So it's like, whatever, I just pick for who I'm rooting for. But I'm kind of with you. It just feels like this would just be like incredibly unbelievable if he was able to do it again here. Usually closers don't do well over this track, so that's another problem for him as well. But yeah, I mean, what a story. Like, and let's not forget, he was coming up. He won the Remington Park Springboard Mile. They took him to Fairgrounds and he got like 5th in one of their preps. And Magic, he disappeared. Like, we thought he was done. He disappeared for over a year. And we were all like, well, I guess that's it for him. And then even when he came back, he really hasn't. For a while, he didn't show that he could go over and win like an international race, right?
Well, and I think part of that is it's a testament to the patience of the connections, but also his breeding. I think of mineshaft horses as getting better as they get older and kind of having the ability to keep going long. A lot of times you'll see horses that go longer earlier, and then as they get older and keep racing, they tend to cut them back to sprinting because they just don't have as much burst as they used to in their younger days. And hey, everybody on this channel can understand that one, right? But the way he's just suddenly like emerged as this huge superstar, it's still not something I'm really able to wrap my head around. It's a little better, but it's still very weird to just think about.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. And look, I mean, this horse, I thought he was going to get National Treasure in the Pegasus. So imagine if he would have got there, Pegasus, Saudi, and now Dubai. But even a runner-up Pegasus, Saudi, and then whatever he does here, it's incredible. It's an incredible story for sure.
Yeah, if he pulls this off at 6 years old, this is nuts.
It would be crazy. Yeah.
It really would.
Yeah.
His history shows he wins and then he goes a while before he can win again. He runs pretty good, but of course, he's been in some pretty damn good races too. He's not going to be awed by anything, I don't think.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's been up against the best, without any doubt. Yeah, they definitely don't mind putting him up against the best. Nope. We're 0 minutes to post here. It looks like Set is kind of getting worked up there on the track at Gulfstream, so we'll keep an eye on that one.
He saw his competition was and is like, let me go beat him. Let me go beat him right now. I'm ready.
He's, to be clear, like, he's not sweating. He's not kicking up and down, but he definitely is like, let's run. He's a little bit
energy.
Fractious. Yeah. Boy, seeing some of the crowd there at Gulfstream, that is a very fun day out at Gulfstream to go to the Florida Derby. It's always a good crowd and a lot of fun. We're 4 minutes now. It looks like Dermot Sotogate still the favorite over in Dubai at 7-2. So
get him in the gate here at Gulfstream. Come on.
I think in classic fashion, let's run them at the exact same time.
Well,
I do love one thing they do really well in Maidan. I don't know if it's always been like this or I just noticed this year. The timer counting down to when it's post time, like the actual by the second, like, and they're spot on. And when it's like they go over, it goes red. So you feel like a sense of urgency, but also as a watcher, as a bettor, you're like, okay, I got 2 minutes, 22 seconds left. Like,
yeah,
that's great.
So it says on their timer, we got 2 minutes and 15 seconds left.
Yep.
They're just crossing over to the turf course at Gulfstream. If they run the Dubai World Cup on time, I think they're going to go off simultaneously, guys. I really do.
Yep.
This is amazing.
I'm doing this so I can just steal this and put it on the YouTube channel. We might want to know why we said it, but I don't have anything to display, I don't think.
Do you need to bring us in, Magic, to make it official, or just?
Well, I'll keep one eye on. Shit, I'm gonna have to keep switching back and forth here.
Okay.
I'll watch Dubai, and you tell me when they break it at Gulfstream.
Okay. You keep an eye on Dubai. I'm at Gulfstream, and they are starting the loading process here at Gulfstream. The one horse has loaded into the gate, so
one is in.
Yeah. So maybe we're not going to get them together here.
There goes 2.
Set is 1-2 in this spot, by the way.
Jeez.
Yeah. Took a ton of late money. Was even money with like 2 minutes to post.
Kabir Khan looks pretty awesome on the track. He has a presence about him.
Well, that's another incredible story if he's able to get the job done.
We got 6 in the gate.
Are they close to the gate at Dubai?
It's hard to tell. They're just showing Kabir Khan.
Okay. Well, hopefully this doesn't go off at the same time. I'm just, or at least Gulfstream's over before Dubai starts. All right, they got one more left to load here. The 8 set went in easily. They're in the gate at Gulfstream, and they're off. Good break for everybody but the 9 at Gulfstream. So here we go.
The set's the 8. Okay, we're good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 9 was 47-1. Magic, as you predicted, the 1 King Julian goes out to the front here, and set's going to just set off of him in second. So good call there with the pace situation. And looks like the 1 on the lead is pretty comfortable, and set is pretty comfortable rating off here. Little bit anxious, but pretty much well in hand. He's not fighting the rider too much.
Yeah, he's going to straighten it up here on the backstretch.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like he's really. I mean, he wants to go, but he's not fighting. Yeah.
They're not quite loading yet at Dubai. They're all about at the gate.
Okay, 3 to 5
get this
on
done then.
Set up the backside here. So he went up.
I'll switch back.
Set is about a half length off.
Set is wanting to go so bad.
Yeah. He's tracked this leader beautifully. The fractions have not been all that strong. If he has any kind of kick, he's going to win by 4 or 5 here. He certainly looks tough. The 5 is raging up. Look at this 5 coming up here. Set, though. Let's see if he's got the kick that he had in his maiden. Not quite as strong yet.
At 5.
Come on, 8. Hold on just a little longer. Just a little longer.
The 8's got it. The 8 found another gear late here. The 8's going to get it done. It looks like it's going to come in 8-5. 8-5 comes in.
$40 win bet.
Set gets the job done to kick off the betting Bible bets. So a good start there, and we'll go to Dubai.
Yeah, $40 win bet on that horse 3 to 5 was very nice. So good start, gentlemen. Right now at Dubai, Derma Sotogake is being looked at. I just switched back over, so I'm not sure exactly what's going. Who the hell is Rapoli? Oh, Krupi's here. I was like, who's Rapoli got in this race? Our guy's got his silks everywhere. Can't escape Mike Rapoli. Betting favorite, Derma Sotogake 3-1, Ushba Tesoro 4-1, the defending champ. Senior Buscador 6-1. Newgate for Bob Baffert 6-1. Kabir Khan 4-1. He's getting a lot of attention as well. Derma Sotogake also the slight favorite over the international booking. I'm trying to see if anybody else is way down. Second choice internationally is Kabir Khan. It's a little surprising.
That it is for sure. I think that this is such a good story. Like that's another one you it's like this would be great to see, right? I mean, a horse that is taking that major step up in class today, but has earned the right to do it. And I think that's the important thing.
Sorry, family just all came burning back in the house.
All right. I think they're finally going to load. So, okay, never mind. I see it now. 3-1 now on Derma. Unreal.
3-1 there. 7-2 now for Kabir Khan. Both of those prices a little lower than they are internationally. But again, Derma Sotogake, last I saw, was being looked at by some officials, and the jockey was off. So,
yeah, that's not good.
It's a bummer that he had that issue flying into. Was it for the Saudi Cup? He got in a fight with another horse on the airplane because he's gotten like bitten up a little bit, and then now he's like got an issue trying to load for. He's got so much talent. He just needs to get to the track. They like wrap him in bubble wrap or something to get him there to the gate safely.
Yeah, and obviously something happened. After the Derby, he had so much time off too. He went Kentucky Derby, Breeders' Cup Classic. I mean, that's really not easy to do, folks. So, yeah.
All right. Let's see. Somebody start loading so we can start this off.
If you had the betting Bible, also the exacta and try that I gave out came in as well there at Gulfstream. So a pretty good start. Two basically skip races and then to get this one home. So win wager for the actual bankroll article and then exacta try there. I don't think that try might be okay with the 2 getting in there. All right, they're loading. Sorry.
All right, they're going in the gate for the Dubai World Cup. Before we break from the gate, Aaron, who's your top pick?
Oh, I'm rooting for Senor Buscador. I didn't bet anything here. I don't bet these international races, but I'm definitely rooting for him.
Papa Dude, same for you?
Yep.
We're all on Senor Buscador. I think that, honestly, I think Ushba Tesoro gets him in this race, but there was like a nostril there that Buscador nailed him by, and Ushba is the defending champion here. I think that gives him a slight edge. But betting-wise, 7-2 on Ushba Tesoro, 7-1 on Senor Buscador. So definitely more value on Buscador as well. Dermasotogake, the favorite right now in America at 3-1. Ushba Tesoro just became the favorite internationally at 4-1. There was a slight delay loading here because Dermasotogake was being looked at by some on-track personnel, but must be okay. He hasn't been a late scratch. Thankfully, we'll get to see last year's UAE Derby winner versus the Dubai World Cup winner from last year and this year's Saudi Cup winner in Senor Buscador. We'll get Kabir Khan, the local wonder, into the gate. Looks like we're ready for the Dubai World Cup. Nope. Who is that? Is that Derma again?
Let's see.
No.
No, military law, I believe.
Military law, you're right. There they go. Oof.
Or was it? I'm not sure who it was.
I'm waiting for the number to appear. The Laurel River's going to try and get up to the early lead there. That was Dermasotogake and acting up there. Man, Laurel River's going to get the lead. Can he cross over? If so, former Bob Baffert trainee winning this. Be a big surprise, I think.
He's in good shape. That's if you. Yeah, I know Curtis Manlow picked Laurel River. That's where you'd want him. So,
yeah,
we'll see if he can keep it going. Here comes somebody to pressure. It looks like the 3. Defunded, of course.
Yeah. 2 Bob Baffert trainees, Laurel River and Defunded, racing against each other.
X trainees.
X trainees, yes, sorry. Then behind that, you've got is that Boost? No, I'm looking at it wrong. Buscador's third last there. I got to reverse how I look at it on here. Yeah. Newgate, the Bob Baffert trainee, is the one that you see out there wide in the teal. He's at least avoiding the kickback. Clapton's an interesting one for Chad Summers. I know this was a race they've been targeting for a while with that horse. I just think that his closing style, there are better closers like you see Buscador. He's wide, Aaron, but he's in the clear. He should get everything his own way.
Yeah, he's starting to pass that horse. I think that's him right there. He's passing a horse or two. Yep. So, man, I'm telling you what, this 7 it just galloped away from this field. This could be a
the
big
jockey
catch
looks
for Curtis.
so confident.
He looks great.
Too.
Holy
cow.
He
does.
They're standing straight up on him too.
Yeah, Taj O'Shea is still straight up. Everybody else struggling to come after him.
I don't think they can catch him.
No, he may be gone.
No.
Buscador's making his
run. Making it, and they just switched off. All right, we'll see Laurel River come home. There we go. Buscador looks like he's going to get up for second. Ushba Tesoro's in the yellow hood behind him there. But my goodness, there's absolutely no catching Laurel River. Wow.
I think Ushba's
going to get second on him.
Yep, Ushba got second, Buscador third. Laurel River, holy
golly.
7, 11, 2, and that was tough there for fourth. Might have been the 5. Wow, sorry, 7, 11, 10.
Yeah,
that's how that came across there. Laurel River, former Bob Baffert trainee, ships overseas and suddenly is a Dubai World Cup winner. Very impressive. Aaron, there's with the way that he got to the lead, looked like very comfortable fractions. You see him on screen there. Senor Buscador just had no chance against that kind of a pace setup.
Yeah, Senor Buscador basically ran the exact same race that he did last time out, and so did Ushba Tesoro, but except Ushba Tesoro got the nod over him this time. But yeah, I mean, they were all just in a race for second because Laurel River just said bye. Like, I don't have any interest in running with the rest of you. And we knew it pretty much before the turn even started. It's like, well, he's dusted everybody. They were gone. So yeah. I give him a ton of credit. I mean, that was a huge effort. And yeah, like Curtis Manlow told us, Laurel River to romp here, and he did. He did it very easily. That was an awesome performance.
Final thing I'll mention on this one, Dermasotogake 4-1, third choice here. Just disappointing, but he was the one acting all squirrely in the gate there, and I think it's just you got to scratch this off for him. It's unfortunate because he's got so much talent, Aaron.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, I know. And he's a mess. And some of these horses, sometimes that's what they are. They're messes, and you never really know what they're going to do. We've seen it time and time again. And yeah, he's got problems. The 6, did we see the 6 anywhere? That was the other, the kind of quote unquote local horse. I didn't see him anywhere.
He went off as the 5-2 favorite in America.
Wow.
Kabir Khan. He got hammered at the end there, and I didn't know. I didn't know where he was pretty much the entire race. It's so weird seeing the Juddmonte Silks. Like, I know they win a lot on Dubai World Cup night historically, but not usually in this race.
Right. Yeah. Crazy.
All right. Final thoughts. Buscador is still on him. Just hope he gets back to the States and we see a good summer campaign from him.
He did the same thing. He runs the same race every time. That's what you can say about him. And yeah, he was fantastic. Hopefully he's healthy out of this race and they can kind of give him a little rest and get him geared up for the summer. How nice would it be to see Senior Buscador like the Whitney or the Woodward up at Saratoga? Or I guess it's the Jockey Club up at Saratoga now. And that'd be great. So I hope he just rest him up and he's earned it. And, another great paycheck for them getting third in this race.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for watching with us, the Dubai World Cup here. Hope you enjoyed it. Put your thoughts in the chat, in the comment section down below. Like and subscribe, and make sure you join us Sunday for Dudes Who Bet Daily, 9 Pacific, noon Eastern, 11 Central. Good luck with all your bets. We'll see you next time.
Okay. Now I will close the real show, right?
You should have just hit it then.
Oh, no, we got to play the music. Oh, I should hit the music. All right, we're going to get out of here for Dudes Who Bet Daily. We'll be back tomorrow to recap everything. We'll be back live for the live show coming up. Magic, tell us one more time when that's going to be.
3:30 to 5 Pacific, 5:30 to 7 Central, and 8:30 to, this is why I don't, 6:30 to 8 Eastern time. So it'll be covering Fantasy Stakes, Arkansas Derby, and Florida Derby, and we'll also give you our thoughts on the Gulfstream Park Oaks, which would have run earlier as well.
So I just need to be here at 5:30. Okay, got it. All right. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you back here later today.